Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at smoke sight executes with Jett. It's not as easy to do this with Jett as it is with Brimstone, but sometimes it's necessary for the Jett player to take this role, especially if you don't have a Brimstone or Omen on your team, or even in later rounds after all the other smokes on the team have been used up. If you get comfortable as Jett placing down a few of these smoke lineups, you'll greatly increase your team's chance of winning a close round. When you use Jett like this, you have to be confident in your placements, as you need to be able to place multiple smokes quickly to cover the whole of site. Once you've done this, you need to communicate with your team when it's safe to push, as there's only a small window after the smokes are placed when your team can use them as cover. When I'm showing you the smokes, I'll first show you where you should be aiming the smokes, and then I'll show a way to place the smokes from cover using Jett's ability to control them after she's thrown them. As well as sight executes, I'll show you a few early round smokes that you can use on attack to give your team control important areas of the map. A few of which can also be used as one-way smokes to punish aggressive enemy pushes, which isn't even possible with someone like Brimstone. On the A site, the common anchor spots are in the window or behind this box in the middle of site. When you're pushing into site, you always want to smoke the window just because it's quite a big power position for the defense, and then you can block off this sight line and this sight line because sometimes they play in this corner too. So really, you want to be smoking here, block that sight line. Here, you can't smoke all the way across, but if they have to push all the way out here, they're very exposed when the smoke does go, and then obviously the window. So first, the window is very simple, you can just swing around. It's just about getting the right height, but as long as you hit either the window or the ledge underneath, you'll get it easily. Next one, swing around and you have to dink it into the floor, like that. Once you smoke both the window and the right hand side of the box, it's easy to place the smoke from here to cover this sight line. So you can just come up and smoke around the corner like this. As you push in, just make sure you watch this angle as you come in, because you'll remember this bit and this bit are covered. If you know sight's clear, you can just smoke window from back there and then smoke the back of sight entrance. And then you can come in and watch it or plant behind here. Similarly, if you're coming from sewers, you want to be watching here, this sight line and up here, so you can quickly smoke here, go round to the window, then go over this box. That lets you get into sight, either get into this corner or use this box as cover. You can do any of those smokes from back in this corridor, just over this wall. It's just a lot harder to hit them and you won't be there to capitalise, but you could always smoke over and tell your team to push in, and then you could watch the flank or push through sewers. So like that gets you to window, but it's a lot harder than just doing that. Next, let's have a look at taking mid control and then B. So at the start of the round, you can just smoke this doorway. You could aim it just a little bit higher up, so if they do try and sneak out using the smoke, you'll be able to see their feet. Or you can smoke around this corner just to block off the doorway. Like that. If you use your smokes for this, it means that Brimstone can use his for the sight execute later on. But say if you get mid control without using your smokes, going into B can be difficult, so you can just smoke either side of the doorway and let you plant in the middle here. Or if you know B's clear, you just want to be smoking both the doors. If they're outside them, they won't be able to see you from when you smoke them. And the other standard smokes would just be blocking off this line of sight and this line of sight. So as you come up, then like that. Although you do have to be careful in case someone's playing on this angle, so you may want to double smoke this one. Like that as you come in, and then smoke here. And then you have a bit of real estate, and then you could either jump up here or jump up onto the main box. If you're pushing into garage, you can smoke the window, so you can just go around. Although be careful of this angle and behind the box here, but then you can either jump up into the window or straight into C site. Finally, let's have a look at executing into C site. So common anchor spots behind the box here, on this angle, and sometimes people play here. And obviously people can come from garage. To help your team push up this corridor, you may want to just smoke in the middle here. That blocks line of sight from both sides, so they'll have to be up on the box behind this box, or peeking this corner if they want to stop you pushing up. The easiest way to place a smoke to cover this line of sight is curve it around this wall. Like that. You can try and do it over the building, but sometimes the timer on the smoke activates whilst it's still in midair. Using the smoke here as cover, you can push up, and then I'd re-smoke this, and then curve this one around the corner, and that lets you come into sight. Careful of anyone holding this angle here, so you want one person covering if someone's jumping up there, and then one person to check garage, and then behind this box. If you manage to sneak up C without anyone noticing or challenging you from this angle, you could just triple smoke, curve one round here, and then curve one round into garage, and that lets you push up into sight safely and then get a quick plant. A slight variation, if you know that there's someone holding in this side of sight, or if they're coming from garage, you can just double smoke this angle, so you can, and that lets you push into sight, and then they won't quite know where you are, so you could be coming and challenging them from around this corner or from here, or you could just use this as a bait and stay behind this box, and they'll come out thinking you're somewhere around here, and then once they peek around the corner, you'll be able to take them out easily with the back to you. If you enjoyed the video or learned something, please subscribe. I've made tons of other content for Jett, so check that out on my channel at the end of the screen. Thanks for watching.